quarantiners. Wait, why does Remy still call you that? I mean, I see you all out in the world doing stuff. You're not exactly quarantining anymore. I'll have to talk to her about that. Anywho, in case you haven't figured it out, yes, everyone's favorite podcast host has returned. It's RJ, coming at you from the guest room in Remy's house. Today's Tuesday, June 8th, 2021. I'm hosting today's episode because I felt like it. How's that for a reason? RJ? What are you doing? Nothing. Who are you talking to? No one. What's with all the questions, Farside? You were recording a podcast episode. Was I? Were you? Okay, yes, I was. You don't get to do that. Why not? Last time I hosted, you got your biggest download numbers ever. That's not true. You totally just made it up. It's probably true. Look, point is, everyone wanted me to host. Who's everyone? You know, me, Lex, Alex. Alex did not ask you to host.
You started recording without me?
She did. Why is everyone making such a big deal about this? I'll bet if Rem was here, you'd be like, here's the microphone, talk as long as you want. Rem would have asked first. By the way, I want to talk to you about the whole quarantiners thing. What about it? Never mind. How about we do your shout-outs first? You want to help us with them? I was wondering if you wanted to help me with them. Happy 12th birthday to JJ. Shout out to Indy and her very cool artwork. Big shout out to two very special retiring teachers, Mrs. Boobles and Mrs. Dufresne at Richmont School in Sussex, Wisconsin. Both beyond amazing, dedicated, fabulous teachers. Congratulations on your fantastic careers and thank you for everything. Love the Grooms family.
Happy belated birthday to Sid, and shout out to his sister Gayatri. Shout out to Mrs. Craven's 4th grade class at Penn Elementary. Shout out to Clark G in Buffalo, New York. Sienna wants to shout out Ms. Pack and Ms. Shin and all her friends that are moving up to middle school.
Shout out to Mrs. Munkin's 5th grade class in Falls Church, Virginia. Are you listening to this on Tech Thursday, Monklings? Special birthday shout out to Sorsha's friend, Bobby Emily.
Addie G wants to shout out her 6th grade class at Pacheco Elementary in San Luis Obispo, California. Congrats on your graduation.
Shout out to Coco T. Shout out to Ambria in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Shout out to Avery and Julian in Raleigh, North Carolina. What's that? That would be Alex's tunnel alarm. Oh, good.
You expecting someone?
To the tunnel we go. So are you going to tell us what's in the tunnel, or what?
Is it me, or is the basement different?
Oh boy. Quarantiners? How to describe this? It's like someone replaced the old rusty shelves in the corner with part of a science lab?
The equipment has the Whittier Corp symbol on it.
Did you do this, RJ? You think I snuck into your basement and built a lab overnight?
If you didn't, who did?
Let's go talk to my brother. Does the floor of the tunnel feel different to you?
Yeah, it's smoother?
That's how it feels on my side, the tunnel that leads out from my garage.
Your side? But how?
RJ, is that you?
Hey Lex, gang's all here.
Hello again, Remy. Hello, Alex.
Lex?
We've got a problem.
Has there been some blending?
Blending? Yeah, you might want to take a look at Mom's lab.
Oh dear.
Lex, what's going on? What is blending?
Alright, well, I suppose you need to know. As I told you, there was an incident over here. One that mirrored what is happening on your side.
Future May got a little ahead of herself. Future RJ?
Yes. Just as your future self came back in time, so did my sister's. And while she was here, future RJ became interested in reestablishing contact with the other dimensions.
Why?
She said she missed Remy and Rem. Go figure. What did she do?
She used my parents' Whittier tech in an attempt to reopen the gates one at a time. Only they were stubborn.
And so was she.
Go figure.
In simple terms, she tried to open them both at once by blasting an incredible amount of energy into the tunnel. And when she was done, the tunnels had shifted.
Shifted how?
Get ready. Here comes a lesson from Professor Lex.
Yes, well, as we know, the three universes were parallel. 3 straight lines that never touch.
Right?
After RJ's incident, they are no longer parallel. The angle shift is minuscule, but enough so that now they're heading toward one another.
They're coming together?
Is that a bad thing?
This is all theoretical, of course, but the situation in your basement, and the fact that you two are face to face with no consequences, leads me to believe that my theories are correct.
The universes are blending.
Yes, parts of one will end up in another. It will keep happening, keep intensifying,
Until they merge.
And when they do, there's only room for one version of each thing.
Including us? That's what we're saying, Farside.
But which one? How does the universe choose?
I do not know the answer to that. All I know is we have to stop it.
How do we do that?
I am not the expert, but I know who is. She is a scientist and a researcher who has spent her whole life studying it.
Oh.
Who? Who is this expert? The expert is Rem's mom. Rem? We're gonna make contact with Rem? Yup, Farside. Looks like we're getting the band back together.